Hello folks, and welcome back to Snowrunner for episode 8. And this time we are going to be exploring Smithfield Dam a bit more. However, we need to recover our vehicles that we got in the last episode. However, because of all the failiness of getting them onto the trailer, we ran out of fuel, so we've got our fuel truck here. Oh, helps if you have all-wheel drive perhaps. Come on. I just need a bit of a winch to get you started. Seems to be struggling up here, perhaps it's just because of the weight. Let's try again. Let's try to get it up here. Let's try to get a better handbrake on. There we go. He was just stuck on that boulder, I think. Let's put it to low range. Good engine revving, but seems to be struggling here. I think we need to go back down and get ourselves realigned up here. Yeah, I think if we go down and then, yeah, there we go. We usually get full speed and just go. Man, this thing seems to be really struggling with fuel here. It's got mud tyres and all that good stuff, but I think it's just because of the pure weight. 740 gallons of fuel whatever we've got in here. Come on, baby. It seems to be really struggling here. I think it's just like muddy or it's just not. Alright, then we'll have to go a different route, because I thought we can cut across here, but I guess not. Perhaps if we come down here, go down the farm path, perhaps. Okay, let's get ourselves all sorted there, so yeah. So let's head over there, folks, and then we'll come back inside here. There we go. So yeah, actually, what I realised is actually when I was building this, I actually put the stock engine back in, because this did have a bigger, torquier engine that we initially put in, but I think somewhere down the line we must have put the stock engine back on. So yeah, as I was forced, I was so underpowered, but now I see we are clear, we are free. So now we'll just go and fill up our vehicles. And again, get back to the shop, and then we'll go to Smithfield Dam and explore the map, because I really do want to get exploring in that. I may do some contracts like off camera and that, potentially. So where we've got to go to here, so vehicles are there, so yeah, let's follow the bridge along. So I thought about going across here, but no. So yeah, obviously you've seen me taking this route before, so I'm going to bring folks back when we get down to the boggier area bits. And here we are. So now, just need to get these vehicles filled up. Also, yeah, we've got to cover the. Let's put you down. Yeah, we'll cover the scow because that is tipped over. So then we'll go and refuel. Fill up all the vehicles. There we go. Now actually, I think we can use this to get that scout back over. But yeah, that bridge. Is that bridge just broken, or has it always been like that? Not too sure. So I'm thinking if we say park this way, get the winch, attach you over, and Bob's your uncle. So now if we swap over, okay, proper bog down here, which is this advanced time a bit. So it's going to be a proper full-on recovery, so yeah, fair enough. Is there anything we can use to winch ourselves free? Oh, the bridge is fine now. Let's try low range. There we go. And the scout is free. So now if we go to swap over to the Goliath, there we go. So now let's change over. So it'd be pretty difficult to get this on, I think, folks. I think I'm making this a lot more complicated than it really should be here, but come on, get on. Come on, little scout, get on. Actually, it's really just nope. Stay on the bridge. Yeah, I think not, folks. Yeah, I've spent way too long doing this, so yeah. Let me quick get this all sorted, and then I'll bring you folks back once everything's on the trailer here. Because I think we're going to be here quite a while otherwise. So, alright then, folks, here we are. We got everything loaded up. We got the Chevrolet, got the Scout, and even important fuel tank with this Goliath. That seems to be doing quite well. So turn the engine on the winch truck. So yeah, simply hauling this back to our garage. And yeah, we'll put these lorries away, put the trucks away. Scout. That would be our future scout vehicle. Because yes, even though we've got the Thunder and that, I do want to have a more of a less OP scout vehicle. So turn off the engine now. Don't get damage to the engine. But yeah, see, you've got the things delivered to Smithfield. We've got the comfort salves, got the spare service parts and that for working up the old sweat. And yeah, this Goliath is just pulling this along, no issues whatsoever. Yeah, just look at this. That's just me going, so if I whack into high gear, now we're really trucking along. Just go wide, go wide, go wide. Exit trucking, you didn't turn too sharply, go wide. Just consider the back end of the vehicle. Just me being a bit reckless there. But yeah, that is the worst bit of it. Now it's pretty much a smooth sailing back. So again, sorry about all the jump cuts. We will get to the proper bits in a moment. But yeah, we'll get us back and then we'll go from there. So yeah, here we are. We're just going to quickly go to here and we'll get these vehicles recovered. Let's go and unpack our vehicles. Nope, not that one. So yeah, we'll go and move you to the garage. Then we'll move to the Scout. And move you to the garage. So yeah, it's our new vehicles here. It's all been fully repaired, so what options do we have here? It's got a good power to weight ratio. Go with A+. Also got the high range gearbox. Suspension, we haven't got the race suspension yet. What about tyres? We've got all terrain, put 39 inches on. So good, average, good average, good average. Alright, what about off-road tyres? Need to be rank level 8. I think that's going to be the thing that's killing me. Oh, okay. That, not too happy with. All-wheel drive, Alaska. Do you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking I'll just send this, I think. I don't really see much use to having this around. Hasn't got 4-wheel drive. It struggled getting it onto the trailer. So I think we've got it now, so we can always buy it later on back. So yeah, we'll retain you. You know what? It'll sell. Perhaps we have some stuff in there, but now we got the Scout, and this is going to be our new Scout vehicle, hopefully, because we do have some options. I think do have Scouts. Yeah, I'm really have tempted to just go ahead and get that, because we've got the Scout, same vehicle pretty much. Let's see what options this have first of all, what we can go with. Okay, we put Snowrunner gearbox on it. Race suspension, I think a lot of this is in, what's it, Smithfield Dam and all that. So yeah, I don't mind doing a bit of exploring. Could put proper mud tyres on here. That looks proper nice. And you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go and get a international Scout. There we go. Purchase and deploy. I want something that isn't too stupid, something that isn't too crazy like what we had. I'm going to leave the engine as it is. With 3 lows and 1 high. Well, let's go with GBE transmission, why not? Suspension, raised or flexible suspension. Let's go with flexible suspension, why not? But yeah, I'm going to quickly get a lot of this on, and I'll bring back folks in a moment once I got all the customization details on. So yeah, here we are. We are just on the outskirts of the town. And yeah, I just thought I'd stop over and show you what we've got. So we'll turn off the engine. So yeah, we've gone a bit overboard. We've got obviously flexible suspension, hence why you can see it tipping at the back. We got 43 inches of mud tyres. We've got a rack of tyres inside the cab at the back, along with some service parts. If we go to repair, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got 9 spare tyres. So we've got some on the roof in that crate, we've got some inside the cab, and also we've got one underneath the floor. Obviously we've also got the trailer here, that's got spare parts in that, so say, but we're going to use that because that's not really realistic. Perhaps like 100 or so in that little box at the front of the trailer, but not 500's worth for sure. I do have some fuel as well, so if we go to refuel, so in cab we've got 6 litres, on the roof rack we've got, so yeah, in cab 6 litres, the trunk we've got 15 litres, and on the roof rack we've got 100 litres, so we've got two 50 litre jerry cans. That is quite important because this is very thirsty. So we've left the garage, we're here, we've used 6 gallons of fuel. Wait a minute, what? Sweet! I didn't know that! So yeah, we'll top it up again. Yeah, so this has got a 6-speed gearbox. Well, one thing I didn't know is, if you go in cab, you can tell by the speedo. So look at the speedo. Just like, it's like, oh no, it doesn't. So yeah, we're on, let's say go to low. We're trundling about, I'm not sure if it's going to come through clearly, about 7 miles an hour. Low plus, about 10 miles an hour. We put to high, we barely go any faster than what we were doing previously, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But yeah, it's just like weird, like high gear is not that much higher than low plus. Then obviously if you leave it on normal, it goes up to 20-30 miles an hour potentially. Sometimes you've got to have a little trick off where you sort of lip the throttle. And also trick is the clutch, so if you press like L1 the clutch, it'll sort of in for gear now, second gear. And see, just press L1, jump into 5th, and you get that boost in power. So where do we want to go to? I'm half tempted to do, so we've got the tracer there, I think I've got a stuck trailer. There's a few things I do want to explore in that. Oh, that's pretty sheer there. I think let's go to the stuck trailer. If there's anything special there, perhaps, or we can look at drainage. Yeah, they say we was going to look at Smithfield Dam. Apparently not this time. So where do we want to go to? So yeah, we want to go around and then cross. There's some more stuck trailers apparently. But yeah, see, we just haven't, what, 8 episodes in, and to be honest, it feels like I've barely scratched the surface, and that's the reality. I haven't. There's plenty of contracts for Smithfield Dam. I'll shrink the tyre. Come on, let's get the train. Come on. Now, all the things that get stuck out is worse. But yeah, so like, I perhaps put on like this Let's Play series about, didn't we do that? Try thinking about 10 hours or so. I roughly put like an hour per episode in. Do go on longer, let's say the latest ones that'll be like 15 minutes long. That's probably about an hour and a half off recording or doing bits now. It depends on a few things. Like the covering off those vehicles at the start of the episode. That took me perhaps a embarrassing good 20 minutes or so. Just because of how rubbish I am. I think, I'm not rubbish, it's more of just discovering the game in that. Show task, how much do we get? So suck trailer, I'm going to take you to the trailer park. Actually, you know what folks, I'm going to try something different here. Depends on how this works in editing. I'm going to try a little time lapse here. So what we're going to do, detach the trailer, and what we're going to do quickly is we're going to do drainage, and I'm going to do stuck trailer. So if we go to stuck trailer, there we go. I'll see how this thing handles, see how it pulls. So yeah, now we need to obviously get back to the trader park. So select trader. I'm thinking if we head here, head down, and then come back up, and that's going to be the quickest way for us. Unless we, you know what? Let's cut down here. So yeah, we'll cut down here, and then head over here. Make it wrong, it may work out really well. So yeah, I don't know what's going to be, folks. So yeah, we're going to get these done, and I'll see you folks in a moment. currently doing fallen power lines. We've got one metal beam and one concrete block. And we are absolutely struggling to get up here. So I thought, oh, let's take the shortcut route rather than go all the way around. We can cut through the farm potentially to the fallen power line. But I think because of this flexible suspension, obviously we knew this when we tested it, or when we started off, the weight just transferred all the way back to the back end, to the back axle. And now that's coming back to hurt us, because see, there's just no weight whatsoever in front. We've come back a little bit. Try it now. So it just gently does it. Not too much, don't spin the wheels too much, Envoy. Oh, tipping a little bit. See, I want his big tricks, that's it. This is what we needed. So yeah, it took me perhaps a good 5-10 minutes to get up here. Just trying to find a big tree to hold on to, I think is perhaps the key, so. But yeah, this little Scout, yes it's the modded one, but it still handles really well. Perhaps I made it worse with the flexible suspension rather than the raised suspension. I'm gonna have to test that. But yeah, so even though I did say we were going to Smithfield Dam, just look like we're not going to. But yeah, I just thought I should probably end the episode there in Smithfield Dam. But yeah, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish this contract off. I'm going to do a few others, like King of the Hill. Where are you to? King of the Hill, King of the Hill. There we go. We've got like King of the Hill. What others got? Fallen power line. We're doing that now. Is there any other challenges? Apart from that sort of stuff I've spilled over on my adventures. Meteorology data. I think you'll need the seismic activity, I think, is that? How could we go to that? We've got missing machinery. Local entertainment. So yeah, I'm going to do a lot of these contracts here. Got Motel Woes. Yeah, so I'm going to do all of these. And at the moment we are level 7. I think so. Can you check our stats? Nope. So yeah, we're just at level 7. We need 1300 to get to level 8. So yeah, that is that, and yeah, just thought I'd bring it back quickly. So yeah, we'll go and get this done, and I'll see you folks in a while. Well, folks, here we are, and we're not at Smithfield Dam, and that is where I don't think we're going to go on to. That is because we've got our specific one yet, the Orca, I think this is, with the big red crane on the back. And that is because we've got ourselves into a bit of a pickle here. With the fallen power line, I thought it was like the other, like the bridges where you can do it on one side or the other. But apparently, no, we cannot. So here we are. So we need to go onto that side, and to do that I went right, where in reality we could have gone left, even though we were struggling a little bit. I think we could have gone around here if you hold onto the tree lines and then try to get across and that. But this thing will have no issues whatsoever. I do think it does have a limitation of with the all-wheel drive. It seems like to reduce power at times. Or could it be just me or what? I don't know. So yes, let's climb up here. Let's climb over the barrier. So yeah, there we go. And if we go to swap trucks at the moment to our Scout, see here we sort of wedged ourselves between the pylon and the metal tree. And like, no matter how something like this, yeah, I cannot, yeah, sort of struggling a bit. I think we could get away with that, but don't tell me, yeah, really. I spent the last quarter of an hour to get myself free from this. As soon as I get the crane, I thought, oh, I could just do that. But anywho, actually, you know what? I've got the crane here. Let's go ahead and use it. So I think this is the red is the more powerful crane. So if we go anchor. So apparently this is like the more powerful one. It's a bit slower on it. So we'll go a bit further, I think. There we go, let's try that now. So go to winch control. And what we're just going to do is winch it in, I think. There we go. Just try to swing you left, I think. Oh, I was going the wrong way. I was lift it, points it in. Doy. There we go. We're free. And just like that, if we could get out of this, we could check under our axle, make sure there's no damage. But there we go. Just yeah. Honestly, I can't believe that's happened. But yeah, anywho. There we go, so yeah, we've delivered nearly everything. We just need to deliver one more concrete block, and then that's the contract done. Actually, I want to do something a bit different here, so bear with me a sec, folks. I think we will end the episode on this. I think it is sort of dragging. It's not dragging along a bit, it's just sort of. It's one of the things I've got a plan. Like, when I started this episode, I thought, we'll do one or two things, then we go to Smithfield Dam. And it turns out, that's not the case, so. Especially, like, we got the International Scout, then I thought, oh, I want the modded one, then. Yeah, sort of. Plans change, and yeah, especially with me, the plans do change a lot of the time, as I've not quite realised, but as I've sort of been progressing that, obviously with farm sim and that as well, I notice things do change quite a bit for me, so yeah. Then we'll get something, and I'll bring back folks just in a moment here. Ouch. If I do break myself in the process. Here we are, come barreling down with a set of concrete blocks. And yeah, so I thought, yeah, get a crane and see how it goes. Apparently, speaking right, it does. I'm not sure if it's just me mentally or what, but I think it does have an impact on like the steering and like the center of gravity there. Again, I could be wrong, it should be all in my head and I'm thinking utter nonsense, so that is very much a possibility. I'm absolutely thrashing this truck here, lorry, whatever. And also I did quickly upgrade the gearbox to a cruel gearbox. Because if this is going to be like my working truck, I'd rather have something that control anywhere rather than things like that, so Yeah, here we are. Power lights, I'm sure they've been disconnected. Let's do this quickly. Why is it not letting me? There we go. So now it gets back up. We'll swap to the Scout. And hopefully it should take those cargo concrete slabs just fine. Why isn't it not? Bear with me a sec, folks. So do not know what's happening here. There's concrete blocks here. Just take it. Ah, so it has to be packed onto something. So there we go. Bit of cash in that. So now that is that. And I think, yeah, just with everything that is where we're going to end it today. With a glitchy camera collision there. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If so, smash that button, feel free to comment down below. If you want to share some, please be my guest. And yeah, next time what we're going to do, we'll definitely be going to Smithville Dam. I'm going to do all of these little tasks here off camera. So yeah, so got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just because I want to level up, get some bigger stuff and that, bigger equipment and that, so I'll do like, the recordings of little clips if any of them are like, particularly difficult. But yeah, but for now folks, this is going to be me from EnvoyXtreme, and I'll see you all very soon.